The final is 2-1 Phillies in 10 innings. They've won 3 straight games, although that seemed in doubt about a half an hour ago, as we welcome you to Phillies Post-Game Live, presented by our friends at Cure Auto Insurance. We've got Ricky Bottalico and Ben Davis, John Kruk in a moment from the ballpark. And guys, when you look at this game had pitching, this game had drama, and most important, this game had a Phillies win.
The latter is what really matters. I mean, in a game like this, obviously the ghost runner scores, which was Sosa in the 10th inning, and it turns into a huge run. I mean, they probably still should be playing right now. But I look back to the 9th inning, and Bryce Harper leading off that inning, Castellanos with a hit in that inning, and then Realmuto. Those are big names. Those are the Phillies' big names. Those are the guys that popped up to me. Those are the guys that got the job done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they won this ball game because of Nick Castellanos and that at-bat that he had in the 9th inning. It was spectacular against one of the best closers in all of baseball, in Jordan Romano. So it was a huge at-bat. Obviously, JT comes up with that, the hanging breaking ball, smokes a double to left field. But this was a game of tremendous pitching, tremendous defense up until the bottom of the 10th.
Yeah. With Tom McCarthy, John, this was really, for a low-scoring game, for a well-pitched game by the starters, this was as exciting as it gets, the way it finished.
Yeah, absolutely was. And you know, for, 8 innings, the Phillies couldn't muster anything. And then all of a sudden, you know, the big boys come up. And you know, I heard you guys go through that 9th inning with Bryce and Nick and JT. But, you know, that's why these guys who they are. Are they going to come through every time? Absolutely not. But when you needed it the most today, all 3 of those gentlemen came through for you, and that's all you can ask from your star players.
Do you feel like Zach Wheeler took a step in a really positive direction today?
Yeah, because he commanded it better today. You know, he made the one mistake to Belt, but other than that was it. And you know, the defense was really good behind him, but you know, his fastball was popping first inning. He threw a couple 98, 99, and but his breaking ball was really good too. He could get ahead with it and then finish you with it out of the strike zone. You know, I thought, well, I think this was the best game I've seen him pitch. He pitched good in Houston, but I thought today he pitched really well with the, you know, pretty darn good lineup that the Blue Jays have.
Johnny, obviously with Alvarado going down on the IL, some other guys need to step up. I saw that today in Sir Anthony and Kimbrel. Those 2 guys look like men possessed out there. Kimbrel's really showing me a lot right now.
Yeah, and just when you needed it most, you know, with Alvarado going down, Ben, you know, was there a better relief pitcher in baseball up until this point of the season than Alvarado? No. So Kimbrel and Sir Anthony, to me, Sir Anthony's the key. If Sir Anthony can pick up that 8th inning, turn it over to Kimbrel in the 9th, or vice versa on some days, you know, it just brings in some other guys too. Connor Brogdon has to be really good out of the bullpen. You know, look, Alvarado going down ain't going to be easy. Soto pitched well. You know, and Kimbrel was, I mean, yeah, the last 2 nights, Kimbrel's just been, looks like, here you go, try to hit this, and good luck with that, and they haven't been able to do it.
John, 3 more games, and they're at the quarter point of the season, and that's after the Colorado series. They swept Colorado when they played them here. I keep thinking this team has turned a corner, and then they, you know, 1 step up, 2 steps back. When do you think we're going to see the real Phillies?
Well, you know, it all depends on the starting pitching. You know, look, there's going to be days when the offense isn't going to, you know, deliver a lot of runs for your starting pitchers, but there's going to be games, and it has to start on the road against Colorado. It's not a place that the Phillies have played well in recent history, so you know, they need to go out there and take care of business. And I'm not saying sweep, but you know, you got to win that series in Colorado. But I think it all goes back to our starting pitching. If you keep it in the game, you know, the offense should be able to score runs out there in Colorado, but you have to keep them off the board too. And, you know, when you watch this game today, you saw the lack of execution. Sosa bunted with 2 strikes and got a runner over. Bryson Stott tried to bunt twice, couldn't get the ball down. And then you think, all right, now we got a runner on second, 1 out. But, you know, this is the Phillies, and never a dull moment with this squad.
There sure is, and you never know what can happen. John Kruk, we thank you. We'll talk to you real soon. Always appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Johnny.
Calling the game
right.
with
See
Tom
you guys.
McCarthy. See you soon.
Exactly. It's great managing. But that was a great game all the way around, you know. Wheeler, best start of the year. So that, you know, the last 3 starts we've pitched really well in the bullpen. Did a great job. Kimbrel in the 10th, leaving that runner stranded at second base was huge. And JT with a big hit. I thought we played great defense. Castellanos with a great play. Stott ranging around out there making plays. Bomer had a lot of plays today. But, you know, it was a good homestand. We won the homestand against 2 really good American League teams. So it was good.
We've talked a lot about Nick from an offensive perspective, but we know we work with Kevin on hitting.
Yeah.
What about, defense seems like it's a whole new man out there, right?
Yeah, he's really engaged and he's really locked in. He's working at him and Paco they've got a great relationship. They've done a lot of great work out there. He gets, it's night and day from when he came here. His jumps, his reads, his routes. He's playing really well.
Is there anything you've been able to pinpoint as to why Wheeler seems to be so good in day games?
No.
What have you seen out of Kimber lately? Because it seems like he's settled in pretty well.
Well, the velocity's jumped, and the breaking ball has been really good, and he's throwing strikes. He's just pounding the ball through the zone, and
Any adjustments there, or is
not that I know of. But you know, sometimes they do things, and I don't know about it. But he's really throwing strikes.
If you have this version of him moving forward, just how big is that at a time when we just lost a key reliever in Alvarado?
Yeah, it's huge, you know. And Sir Anthony pitched well today. Soto just continues to throw strikes. He's been very, very effective. So, and we got good news on Alvarado. You know, it is just inflammation. We'll shut him down for a while. We'll really take good care of this guy. We're not going to rush him back at all.
Do you know what a while is? Or
Not really. We'll just kind of take it day to day. But he's going to be not throwing for multiple days.
he's going to come with you guys?
Yes.
You mentioned the last 3 starts. When you think about the sort of unevenness of your rotation so far this year, how big is it to get 3 in a row like that? Have Suarez coming back? Do you feel like it's some momentum?
Yeah, and that's what happens. You know, everybody sort of feeds off each other, and it just carries on and gets momentum. And you know, Taiwan goes back out there on Friday, and then we got Ranger and we got Nola. So you feel really good about it.
When you've got a guy, when you're facing a guy like Gosman that just pumps strikes in, how tough is it to try and work him? And did you think that after he gets out of the game, that those long at bats kind of translated more to some of the relievers and finally broke through against them?
Yeah, I think so. And I thought we did a nice job on him. I mean, we got his pitch count up fairly high. I mean, the shadows were a part of this thing today. I mean, it was tough to see for the hitters, but his stuff was good. He's a good pitcher. I mean, he really is. His fastball was touching, 97, 98. The split was really diving. But I thought we had decent at-bats off him. A lot of strikeouts, but I thought we worked the counts and we battled and we fought, and that's what this team does. They're very resilient, as I've said many times, and they just keep fighting.
did it seem like Wheeler was like gaining momentum as the game went on?
I thought he was pretty good all the way through, really. But you know, I went down in the 6th, and I asked how he was, and he said, "I'm great. I feel great. I feel fresh." I said, "All right, well, empty the tank." So, and he did. He did a great job.